Most people think staying lean means starving, suffering, giving up comfort snacks forever, and eating only grilled chicken, broccoli, and white rice so dry it needs a rescue team. But the real secret is usually much simpler. If your face looks puffy, your stomach feels bloated, and your body looks softer than it should, the problem may not be fat gain. It may be your daily habits, including but not limited to hydration, food timing, steps, training style, sleep, and stress. These are the small things that decide whether you wake up looking sharp or like you stored emergency water in your cheeks overnight. So today, we're breaking down 5 simple habits that can help you stay leaner, less bloated, and more athletic year-round. And the last one is the one most people get completely backwards. Let's get into it. Here's the first thing to understand. Looking lean is not just about body fat. It's also about water balance, digestion, inflammation, sleep, and how your body handles food and wards off salt retention. That means 2 people can have the same body fat percentage, but one looks tighter and sharper, while the other looks soft, swollen, and bloated. And that can be super frustrating. You might think, I ate healthy, but why the hell do I look worse? But sometimes, the issue is not that you ate too much. It is that your body is holding water, your digestion is backed up, or your stress hormones are high. Basically, your body is not fat. It is just being a drama queen. The first habit is to clean up where your carbs come from. The original idea was to get most carbs from fruit, and there is something useful in that. Fruit gives you water, fiber, potassium, antioxidants, and natural sweetness without the same calorie density as many processed carb foods. Better options include fruit, berries, potatoes, oats, beans, rice around training, and vegetables. These foods tend to be more filling, and they are easier to control than pastries, chips, sugary drinks, and random snack foods that somehow disappear from the pantry like they owed money. Fruit can be especially useful because it helps with hydration and potassium intake. Potassium helps balance sodium and supports normal fluid balance, which is one reason high potassium whole foods can help you look and feel less puffy when your overall diet is balanced. The goal is not to never eat bread again. That is how people become sad. The goal is to make most of your carbs come from whole, high-quality sources, so your digestion, energy, and appetite stay more stable. Habit number 2 is quite simple. Walk more. Not because walking is flashy or the next craze. Walking is basically fitness in plain clothes. It works because it increases daily energy expenditure without beating up your body. This matters because a huge part of staying lean comes from non-exercise activity: walking, standing, cleaning, errands, fidgeting, and all the movement that is not a formal workout. This is often called NEAT, and differences in daily non-exercise movement can be surprisingly large between people. That means 2 people can both work out for an hour, but the person who walks more throughout the day may burn way more total energy by bedtime. Walking also tends to be easier to recover from than intense workouts. That matters because if you destroy yourself in the gym every day, your body may stay sore, inflamed, and stressed. Walking gives you movement without turning your nervous system into a fire alarm. A good target for many people is somewhere around 8,000 to 10,000 steps per day. Depending on fitness level, schedule, and goals, there is no perfect number because everyone is different. Pedometer-based walking programs have been shown to support modest weight loss, especially when done consistently over time. So if fat loss feels stuck, do not immediately slash food. Try simply moving more first. That might mean going on a brisk walk for 30 to 45 minutes after work, or moving more in daily activities like taking the stairs, parking farther away, and getting up and moving more at work when you can. Instead of getting expensive and usually unhealthy carry-out for lunch, find a local park or a trail and try to walk at a good pace for 30 minutes if you have the luxury. Your metabolism loves boring consistency. Habit number 3. Do not eat a big, heavy meal right before bed. This does not mean you need to go to sleep starving. Eating a large, greasy, salty, and fatty meal too close to bedtime can interfere with digestion and sleep for some people. Sleep guidance commonly recommends avoiding heavy meals close to bed because they can worsen acid reflux, cause discomfort, and reduce sleep quality. Ever wake up at 2 in the morning and burp and it is nothing but acid? Now you know. Poor sleep is not just a tired tomorrow problem. Poor sleep can affect hunger, cravings, recovery, and training performance. So if you eat a giant meal and then immediately lie down, your body has to multitask, digest dinner, regulate blood sugar, recover from the day, and keep you asleep. That is a lot. Your stomach is basically working the night shift. A better approach is to give yourself roughly 2 to 3 hours between your last bigger meal and sleep when possible. That way, your digestion has time to settle, your body can wind down, and you are less likely to wake up feeling swollen, heavy, or weirdly thirsty at 3 in the morning. And yes, this means the midnight just one snack situation may not be helping, especially when one snack becomes cereal, peanut butter, leftovers, and a spiritual crisis. Habit number 4 is hybrid training. This means you are not only lifting weights, and you are not only doing cardio. You combine strength, conditioning, mobility, and athletic movement. Why? Because a lean, athletic body usually needs more than one training quality. You want muscle, but you also want endurance. You want definition, but you also want movement. You want to look fit, and also not get winded walking upstairs like you just discovered gravity. Hybrid exercise training combines aerobic work with muscle strengthening work, and Harvard Health notes that this can help meet both major physical activity goals in one training style. A solid weekly routine might include 3 or 4 strength sessions, walking most days, 1 or 2 conditioning sessions, and mobility or stretching sprinkled in. That might look like lifting weights, body weight circuits, boxing, jump rope, biking, rowing, incline walking, or sports. The point is not to become bulky or tiny. The point is to become capable. Here is a fun fact. Muscle is not just for looks. It helps your body store carbs as glycogen, supports insulin sensitivity, and makes your physique look tighter even at the same body weight. So if you want to look leaner, do not just chase a lower scale number. Build a body that actually has shape. Now for the big twist. A lot of people think the best way to look less bloated is to fast as long as possible, and sometimes fasting can help. But if you push fasting too hard, especially with lots of black coffee and not enough food, it can backfire. You may feel wired, stressed, and obsessed with food later. Then by the afternoon or evening, you are not calmly eating a balanced meal. You are standing in the kitchen like a raccoon with Wi-Fi. This is why a small balanced breakfast can actually help some people look and feel better. Not a sugar bomb, not 6 pancakes and a syrup baptism, or kids' cereal, a muffin, donut. You get it. A balanced meal with protein, maybe some healthy fat, and a little whole food carbohydrate. Protein is especially useful because higher protein diets tend to increase satiety and thermogenesis compared with lower protein diets. That means protein can help you feel full longer and may slightly increase the energy cost of digestion. A simple breakfast could be eggs with fruit, Greek yogurt with berries, cottage cheese and fruit, a protein smoothie, or lean meat with avocado and fruit. The key is that it should stabilize you, not launch you into a blood sugar roller coaster. Extreme fasting plus coffee can make some people more stressed and more likely to binge later. A balanced breakfast can reduce food noise and make staying lean easier over the whole day. In practice, a balanced breakfast should leave you full, or at least satisfied until dinner, and let you comfortably get by without needing lunch. Maybe a snack, but lunch is not really needed. But that is the real lesson. The best routine is not the one that sounds hardest. It is the one that keeps you consistent. Cash may be king, but consistency is key. So here is the full picture. If you want to stay lean and less bloated year-round, you do not need a miserable lifestyle where you are hungry all the time. You just need a repeatable system. Get most carbs from whole foods. Walk a lot. Avoid heavy meals right before bed. Use hybrid training. Stop turning fasting into punishment. Prioritize protein. Hydrate. Sleep well. None of this sounds extreme. That is exactly why it works. Because looking lean year-round is not about doing one insane thing for 7 days. It is about doing the boring basics so consistently that your body finally believes you. And if you wake up puffy sometimes, relax. You are human and we are all flawed. Just get back to the habits that work. Because the real secret is this. Since your body adapts to what you repeat. If you repeat stress, random eating, poor sleep, junk food with a calorie surplus, and no movement, your body reflects that. But if you repeat walking, whole foods, hydration, smart training, and better sleep, your body starts changing and will reflect that too. Not overnight, but consistently. And consistency beats panic every time. So what makes you feel more bloated? Late night eating, low steps, or too much processed food? And if you are doing all of this, but still not seeing results, the real problem may not be your diet at all. It may be the one bad daily habit only you would know that is quietly controlling your hunger, energy, and fat storage. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and comment. Join us for regular tips and tricks on Instagram and X in the links below. Do not forget to visit the diet and exercise website in the comments below. We already did the research for you and sorted out items that are only evidence-backed and lab-tested to get results. Thanks for joining. And remember, when it comes to diet and exercise, there are no gimmicks, just results.